How do you change color in Illustrator? There's a few different areas you can do that. The main thing you need to know is fill and stroke. So any vector object has a fill, it has a stroke, or it has both or none. The quickest way to see that is to select one of your objects or create a new object. And below your tools, there's the fill color and the stroke color. In this case, there's no stroke, so we have a slash through it. If you didn't want there to be a stroke, let's say there was a color, like a black outline or maybe a white outline, all you have to do is click on either the fill or the stroke, whichever you don't want, press the slash key or just select this none right here. So we have a fill color. One way we can edit the color of this is by double clicking that fill color or the stroke color and selecting a new color. After we're done, we can hit OK and it changes to that color. When you don't have any object selected, this fill and stroke are going to be what is applied to the next object you create. So if I want to create, instead of a rectangle, I want to create a little ellipse out here. The fill and the stroke are what's going to be used. Before I create the object, I could double click this and make it blue if I wanted to. So now it's going to be a blue shape with no stroke. So I can create that just like that. Now if we take a look at this rectangle down here, it just has a stroke and no fill. It works the exact same way. If I wanted to make this a little bit pink, I can select a new color after double clicking that and change the color of this stroke. So this is one spot to change a color in Illustrator. Another spot, if I wanted to change this oval, you might have noticed this color window pop up. If you don't have it popping up, you can go up to Window, down to Color. And we have a couple different ways of adjusting the color. You see that same fill and stroke right here, so we could select the fill. We have RGB elements right here. We could adjust these tabs. We could select from this color picker down here. We could even go up to the options and change the mode. If you were working in CMYK, you actually have CMYK values that you can use. So we can select any of these options to use the different sliders to change our color here. If you have a hex code that you're trying to match, you actually have the hex code right here that you could input a new code in or copy paste from somewhere else, and it's going to apply that color. Same thing when you double click this, there's actually a little hex code area down here, and you might have noticed HSB values, you have RGB values, CMYK values. So if you had those numbers as well, you could actually input any of those here, hit OK, and it's going to change the color. Now if you have the properties panel open, if you're in an updated version of Illustrator, you can actually see the appearance here of the fill and the stroke of your object. So you could add a fill and a stroke here. If I wanted to add a stroke, I could just add an orange stroke like that, make it 25 point, and now I have a 25 point orange stroke and the fill here. I can click on any of these and I can adjust based on swatches here, or I can go to the color palette, which is similar to that color palette panel, right? Just a little shorter, quicker way to get here. And I can take any of these colors, or I can adjust the RGB values. Swatches are like little saved colors or folders of colors that you can come back in and use here in Illustrator. These are some of the default swatches. If you have an object selected, you can simply click on it to change the swatch. Now it's going to change the swatch of, in this case, the fill. I could also click on the stroke and apply a different swatch to the stroke, just like that. Now there's a whole swatches panel. You can go up to Window for any of these panels and find it. Swatches is checkmarked right there because I have it open. You can actually add new swatches. So depending on which I have selected, the fill or the stroke, I can actually add a new swatch with this plus icon right here. We could add a global swatch, which means we'll be able to change it later, and it will change any color in my design that uses that swatch. So if I wanted to add some kind of bluish color here, we can see all those different values here. We can hit OK, and it adds that swatch in right here. We can click and drag this swatch around. We could even add a folder and name the color group. It'll add swatches of the selected artwork. So it would add the swatches here, or we can do selected swatches, which in this case I have this lavender that we just created. If I hit OK, it pulls that lavender into a folder. So I can organize swatches very easily. Now what happens when I click on an object and click on this swatch? Well, it changes it to that color. One thing to remember, we made it a global swatch, and I said you could change all the different colors in your design that use that swatch. If we double click on this, we can go back into it. We can adjust some RGB sliders. We can hit preview, and anything that uses this global swatch is going to change to that color. So you can really organize your colors here in Illustrator and use the different swatches to change color later. But if you didn't use global swatches, don't fear, because there's a way to select colors and select all of the same colors. Let's say I created some squares out here and they were all red, and I made a bunch of different adjustments to my design. There's a bunch of different objects and they all use the same red fill color, but it's not a global swatch. So if I change one, it only changes that one. Well, there's two ways that we can adjust this. but we have to get them all selected. Now, if you have a ton of objects, it might be hard to go around and hold shift and select each one. If you have a couple objects, I could just select these two really quickly. But if I want to select every object that has the same appearance as this one, I can actually go up to select with that object selected, and there's a select same. I can select the same objects based on a ton of different characteristics here. In this case, I would just click appearance, or you could click fill color if you have a different stroke on each one, but I'm just going to click appearance because I know all these objects are basically the same appearance. Once I do that, it actually selects every object that has that appearance. Now, we could remedy this by adding this as a global swatch. So we can add a new swatch, make sure it's global, hit OK, and drag this to our folder. Now, we don't have to reselect all of them every time. Anything that uses this new red color, we can actually go in and change. Maybe I wanted to adjust that red a little bit. I can preview it, and you can see all those objects are changing. We hit OK. Now, all of these ways to change colors in Illustrator are easy if you're creating the artwork as you're going along, but if you already have something created and you want to go back and change color, or you've got a file from someone else that you're trying to change the color of a lot of things in your design, all you have to do is select whatever you want to change the color on. Maybe there's a character with a lot of different colors. Go up to Edit, down to Edit Colors. You can actually recolor your artwork. There's a lot of different presets in here you could use, but if you click Recolor Artwork, it's going to bring open this new tab, and it's going to show you all the different colors that you have here. You can also go into Advanced Options to bring up an even more advanced tab. But you see, there are 4 colors that it sees here in this design. We've got a couple different pinks, we've got the red, we've got the green. Maybe I want to change this green to a new color. What I would do is double click to edit this color, and maybe I want this green to be a blue instead. Hit OK, and it says, okay, we're going to change this green color to this new blue color. There's a lot of other different advanced options you can work with here, but the main thing is if you want to take one color, change it to another color, or multiple colors to change to a single color, you can do that right here in the Recolor Artwork tab. We hit OK, and now that guy is blue. So there's multiple ways to change your colors and select specific colors to apply the changes across your artwork. I like using global swatches so I can go back later, double click on these and just change the color. If you don't, you can recolor your artwork, or you can just use the fill and the stroke colors to change the colors of your different designs, strokes, fills, paths, shapes, any kind of object here in Illustrator.